All right, so Black Friday 2025 Amazon only picks. I talked about like the general internet's Black Friday deals in yesterday's video. I'll link that up for you in the card above me or at the end of this video down below in the description. But this is Amazon only deals. I kind of had to wait until midnight on the West Coast to see any of these deals. Plus a few of them from brands that told me that they were going to be having some deals. Here's the thing. Some of these are going to be explicitly labeled as Black Friday deals. Some of them are lowest price in 30 days. Some of them are just discounts. So if you search these up yourself on Amazon, you may not find some of these. So that's why if you want to know everything that I found, it's going to be in Mechanix Black Friday 2025 picks. You see right now I have 122 items. I'm not about to do all those right now in this video. This video will be forever. So if anything is interesting to you, you may want to snatch it up sooner than later because they will sell out fast. That being said, let's talk about the Vertx Ready Pack. This is the Ready Pack, not the Ready Pack X. So this is the previous version. That's why you're getting this for $140 instead of the normal full price. Right now, if you want the Ready Pack X, it will cost you $203. It does, I will be real with you. The Ready Pack X has legit upgrades from the older Ready Pack, but is it worth the additional $60? No, it's not right now. This is a very good deal. So if you want to get it for even more affordable price, you can get it in the Tropical Multicam. That's going to be $128. Either one of those you may want to snatch up because these are discontinued. So if you want them, buy them now. The Eberlestock Romad is my favorite rucking bag ever. I've used the Go Ruck GR2, Dyneema. I have used bags from 511 from Vertx, and this is my go-to. It has great padding. The bladder, the water bladder that you can install hovers and it's very sturdy, doesn't move around. The way you can run that bladder is really good. This is actually a radio operator's bag, but it's just such a good bag. Normally it's $269. This is discounted at 25%. Remember, I told you everything's not going to be 100% like a Black Friday deal. This is one of those instances where I'm just telling you the price is good, and if you want it, buy it. I'll be doing a video on this here soon. This front area is padded, so if it falls on the ground, this front area in the front gives you a little bit more padding for whatever the hell you put in there. Loop paneling. This is just a really good bag, okay? A few complaints I have about it, but we'll talk about those in the video. The Vertx Urban Ghost Sling, 10 liters, great for a full-size Glock, 1911, whatever weapon you're carrying off body that day. Comes in 3 different colors, $89. Let's call it $90. 25% off is a buy it now price. Great bag, very comfortable, and it is ambidextrous. You can wear it over either shoulder, and you can use Premier Body Armor if you want to get some of that. They're having a sale on their website as well if you want to throw that in there. The Vertx Siege 15 liter sling need a little bit more room and you want it to be a little bit more tactical. So the Ghost is a little bit more, ghost. You wouldn't know by looking at this that someone's carrying a weapon. If you looked at this one, you could have a better guess that guy's carrying a weapon. 330D nylon makes it a lot more lightweight. 550D for the Molly makes that more durable. You need a little bit more strong fabric if you're going to have people attaching stuff via Molly. It's going to be good for keeping an outboard jacket or dirty pair of shoes or whatever. 15 liters means you can put a larger device in here like a 13-inch MacBook Air. Lots of room in here for your devices. $164. Black Friday deal makes this $115. That's a buy it now price. But here we go, guys. This is what I meant. This is the lowest price in 30 days, but this is not a Black Friday deal. So if you searched up Vertx under the Black Friday section of Amazon, this bag would not pop up. Just saying. So the Vertx Siege, great bag for rucking. It's going to be great for a full-size gas mask up here or a larger bump helmet or ballistic helmet. $152 lowest price in 30 days, 30% off. Great deal. This matches their website pricing. So if you want to get it from here, website is going to have more color options, and it's going to be easier for the purposes if you ever had to warranty it out, because obviously they have a direct record of you buying it. But it's a great bag for the clamshell opening, lots of storage, great overall pick if you're looking for something that's going to be good for everyday carry and for rucking. The EDC37 by Nitecore, 8,000 lumens, turns night into day. Great digital OLED screen, USB-C fast charging. This is a great flashlight. Too big for your pocket, great for a pouch or a backpack. Tactical buttons, on-off switch. $111. Let's look at the price history on this. So it did drop to $125 in October. It's never been $111. Not since it released about 3 or 4 months ago. So this is a buy it now price. 1,000 people bought this in the last month. Trust me, you're going to like it if you decide to pick this up. Check out my review on my channel if you want to know more about it. But a little bit more than the Nitecore EDC37. The EDC29 doesn't get as bright. 6,500 lumens, not very discernible by the human eye, but it's more pocket friendly. You can access the 6,500 lumens in certain lockout modes. You can't do that with the 37. And I think it looks a little bit better, but I mean, that's all aesthetics. But I will tell you, $87.96 is the lowest price I've seen since release. This religiously lives at $109. The most I normally can get you off is 10% on their website. 20% off matches some of the deals they're having on their website, but you can get this from Amazon. It's a buy it now price. Let's call it $88 out the door with the charging cable. There you go. Let's say you want to get the new hotness from Olight, the Olight ArkPro EDC flashlight, the green or the the orange and the black. Those are all $80. If you want to get the specialty colors like this unibody, but it's like a two-tone, it's going to be $88. So it really depends. I personally would just get the matte black or the green. Here's the thing, guys. If you see an Olight color that you like, buy it, because they don't keep those colors forever. It happened to me on an Olight i1R2 Pro. I wanted to get it in a certain color. They discontinued it, but they still make the flashlight, but they don't make that color anymore. So I'm just warning you now. You see a color you like, 20% off, snatch it up. 1,500 lumens. It is a 4-in-1 light with a laser UV light spot in a flood beam. Good lockout mode, good indicator on the front to say the battery life that's left. Let's talk about this Loopdot EDC rechargeable small flashlight. This is just a cute flashlight. It has a little pixel screen in the front. It lets you do different games. If you want to play dice, you can do like a version of like the bouncy ball, all sorts. This is a great thing for fidget. Listen to this. It has a haptic motor inside. So as you spin it around, it's vibrating in my hand. This is actually a pretty cool little flashlight. The only thing I don't know is that this entire back of the flashlight is magnetic. I don't know if you get this magnetic part when you buy it on Amazon. I got this on the Kickstarter, and I did warn the brand that I wasn't going to do a Kickstarter video for this because I don't like doing Kickstarter videos. So I have the magnetic base. I don't know if it comes with that. I'm just giving you guys a fair warning. I see the picture right here. This one's in a magnetic base, so maybe it does come with it. But on the Kickstarter, it looked like it was a separate purchase. So that's just a warning. Actually, no, here we go right here. So it says view newer model. Let's click that real quick. So I guess if you want the magnetic base, no, this is the caddy. Okay, so I think you'll be fine. So buy this. If it doesn't have the magnetic base, then just return it. But this is a great buy it now price. $39, 20% off. Let's take a look at the Nitecore EDC17. Now, if you had to say X, do you want the EDC17, the ArkPro, or the EDC29? That's a hard choice. But I would probably go with the EDC17 because it has the UV light. It has the laser, which I never use a laser, but I use the UV light. We have a puppy we're trying to train, and if I need to look for urine as I'm mopping a floor, if I need to look for urine on carpet, which she's not allowed to go on carpet, but let's just say she sneaks on carpet, it's more useful right now. Okay, at the stage of life I'm at, $75, 20% off. That's a buy it now price. 4-in-1 light, very good. I would take this over the ArkPro also. Unless you like the aesthetics of the ArkPro, I would take the $5 savings for the ergonomics. This is an ergonomic monster. Let's take a look at the Cold Steel Frenzy S35VN Super Steel. Older Super Steel, but still great nonetheless. This is the Frenzy number 2. 5.5 inches for this. It's a 6.7 inch blade. Handle, 5.5 inch blade. Monster knife. Triad lock. Tactical carry. I love the logo on here. $92, 15% off, buy it now price if you wanted to get something from Cold Steel. And I love the way this looks, and I love the cutting profile. Let's talk about the Tomtoc 3.5 liter or the 1.5 liter. This is their crossbody bag. Now, I got this bag. I did a feature on it when it came out last year. I like the 3.5 for my iPad mini. I'm going to bring that for my kiddos or whatever. But the 1.5 is really good for dumping my pockets. If I have, let's say, joggers on or shorts on and they keep the drawstring breaks, right? That's happened before. This is a great pouch to get everything out of your pockets to keep your trousers from falling. So $27.99 for the, or $27.44 for the 1.5 liter is a great price. If you get it in any other material, the price begins to go up. Okay. So if you want X-Pack, it's going to be 43 or 44. It just depends on what you want. But Tomtoc has been banging it out lately, and I've been a big fan of their products for literally about 4 years now. The Kershaw Bel Air. We've got to talk about the Bel Air because right now they are having for the carbon fiber version of the Bel Air, you can get it for literally less than $10 more than the G10 version, and it's going to be $141. That's 18% off. Buy it now price. Magna Cut, made in America, and it's already 65% claim. So if you want to get this, pause the video, go buy it now because it's going to get bought up by the time you finish watching this bad boy. It's already moving, and they just released this deal at midnight, and it's already at 65%. Let's talk about the CJRB Boxer. This is a utility knife. You're going to get, this is a very unique looking knife. This is it right here. They sent this out to me. It's a new release, and it comes with 10 utility blades all together. It's a button lock. It's a super fidgety knife. And the thing I like about this is if you're always cutting open boxes, like if you're cutting the elastic around some boxes or breaking down boxes, why gunk up your main knife when you can just get a nice utility knife, gunk up this blade, and then throw it away? Easy to switch the blades out. I don't know about this color. Looks like lemons. Almost looks like a toy. I wouldn't want one of my kids to get a hold of it, but there's other versions. There's this orange looking one and a green, or you can get the blue. All of them are 25% off. Here, this is what I mentioned earlier. This is not a Black Friday deal, but they're trying to match the Black Friday prices by giving you these type of deals. So you're going to save almost $10 on this by clicking this coupon. So that's going to be a good to go. Buy it now. Let's take a look at the Vosteed Raccoon. Several iterations of this knife. I love the copper and green variation. There's a lot of different versions. Okay, if you want to save money, you can even get just the blue with the stainless look. But I love this version. $52, 20% off. Buy it now price. 14C28 blade for the Scandi. Steel on there. 3.2 inch blade altogether. Button lock. Great knife to purchase and keep in your pocket. Reversible pocket clip. Good to go. You're really going to enjoy this green micarta if you decide to snatch that up. Let's take a look at the Bayet 4-inch ferro rod and striker. Comes with a decent amount of paracord, actually a lot of paracord if you were to need that in an emergency situation. And it's just nice to be able to keep these in vehicles, different kits or whatever, be able to start a fire. If your Bic lighter or your Zippo runs out, you're always going to be able to have the ability to do that. And it's a good party trick, being able to scare somebody with sparks from a ferro rod and striker. Weighs less than 3 ounces. I buy these whenever they go on sale. Normally $14.95. Let's call it $11 for the discounts, 25% off. The Lochby Venture pouch. I have my Venture pouch right here. This is what I use right now for med kit type stuff. This is just great to be able to throw anything inside, like an ouchie boo boo kit or whatever. So, or if you have like an adventure medical kit, you can take that and throw it inside of this bag, and then it becomes your med kit. It's very easy to get this in and out of bags because it's so slim. This is normally $56, $57. It's $45 for the Venture. If you want the mini one, I use this in my vehicle for keeping extra cables and power bricks, just in case we need those on the ready. Or you can keep hand lotion or whatever. So made of wax canvas. These are great discounts at 20% off. Buy it now prices. They're having a good sale on their website. You probably get this a little bit cheaper on their website, maybe like $42, but you're going to get it faster on Amazon, and the return process is easier on Amazon. Let's look at this TS Pro Tactical Admin pouch. This is giving me vibes of my GR2 Field Pocket by GoRuck. I mean, it even has some of the same features. If you look at this, it has the MOLLE, so you can attach it to stuff. So my GR2 Field Pocket is attached to my GR2. It has a big inside pocket, so you can have all sorts of storage and all sorts of a zipper in the front. And look at the Field Pocket here. I mean, a lot of the same vibes. You're still getting that storage, but this is $65. When I bought mine, I think I got it for $45. This is $24. It's not bad. So if you do have bags that are MOLLE ready, whether they're by 511 or by GoRuck themselves or by Nutsack, this is going to work well for those bags. The Vertx Man Delta Stretch. Great price at $71. He's normally going to sell price for $74. The price is going to depend on your sizing. Okay, so make sure you click the correct size right here. My only complaint about this is that my pockets are beginning to fray right here where this little where the main pocket is, but the tool pocket is fine. So if you keep your knife in the tool pocket, you'll probably be fine. Just giving you a fair warning. Buy it now, price 25% off. Let's look at these Mechanix wear gloves. Anytime there's a sale on Amazon, Mechanix wear is participating, period. Get yourself an extra pair of these. Great for tactical uses. Also really good to just keep in your vehicle if you need to change a tire for somebody or whatever. Great shooting gloves. 29% off, $31 down to $22. Great buy it now price. Let's look at the EcoFlow Delta 3 Classic. This is their new Delta 3 lineup where it's good, better, best. This is the good. So the lowest way to get into a 1 kilowatt unit at EcoFlow. This is a 1 kilowatt unit. It's going to be putting an 1800 watt output. And this is going to give you 2 of the 15 amp or 20 amp 3 prongs, 1 of the 15 amp 2 prongs, 2 USB-Cs, 1 USB-A, all the plugs in the front. And you don't get access to the expandable battery. You have to go up to a different model for that, but it's still going to get you what you need, okay? $377 is a great price. 2,000 people bought this in just the last month. But let's just say you don't care about the newest or you need the plugs to be in the back. Then get the old model, all right? So the old model, if you want to get yourself the Delta 2, it's going to cost you $349. The plugs are in the back, which some people do prefer. You get more USB-As. You also get the option for the expandable battery right here on the side, and you're spending $30 less. So it's the older model, still the same watt output. This won't charge as fast as the new model, but it's still really good if you're looking for something. And inside the app, the new model is going to have more features, but that's neither here nor there. I probably will buy the old one. 5,000 people bought this in the last month, so still a very popular item. Let's talk about this new Anker's C1000 Gen 2. I would take the older Delta 2 over this new Anker, but I'm going to tell you why. They're both the same price. This unit has a higher output at 2,000 watts, so if that matters to you, obviously you can't get the Delta 2. It also has a higher peak at 3,000. But one thing that's a little bit different is that the Delta, the app for the EcoFlow is much better. Much better. This one has 3 USB-Cs, 1 USB-A. This one has 5 of the AC ports in the front, and it's also going to be compatible with, it has a far faster recharge time, 49 minutes. That's really good. So those are some good features. So $349 if you want to get that as well. I probably would still get the older EcoFlow, but that's just me. Now let's look at this 2 kilowatt unit. One of the most affordable 2 kilowatt units, the Dabbsson 2000L. This has an output of 3,300 for the boost mode, 2,200 watts for the normal output. This has 6 AC ports. Only 3 of them are 3 prongs. You get 2 USB-As, 2 USB-Cs, nice OLED screen, nice little light. What are you missing on the 2 kilowatt unit? You don't get access to the expandable battery like some of the more pro Dabbsson units. You don't get a 30 amp plug like you get on some of the old other Dabbsson units. And this inverter is a little bit different than some of their pro series. This inverter, I have noticed that the inverter does trip every now and again on my unit. I don't know why. Like I can trip it if I'm running something that's below 2200 watts, but I've looked at the reviews and people don't have the same complaint. So maybe it's just my unit. It is using a semi-safe LiFePO 4 and it's using a good inverter, but I just wanted to give you a warning about that. $479 is a great price for a 2 kilowatt unit. Even the full price of $600 is a good price, but at $479, it's just a banging price. Let's look at this 3 kilowatt unit, $993. One of the best prices. The Aferiy, the app could use some work. Does have a 30 amp plug. It does have 4 of the USB, 4 of the 20 amp plugs. And this unit itself is a great deal. Okay. Kind of not the fastest charging at 2.5 hours. I mean, you're going to get something a little bit faster from Anker or from EcoFlow, but this is a great price. 3 kilowatts of storage on wheels, ready to go, and it's less than $1,000. They are definitely trying to compete in this space. I don't know why she's in here. This is definitely Photoshop. Who would be in here? Whatever. But there you go. If you want to get that, snatch it up. 24% off. Let's take a look at the Pelican 660 case. I own 2 of these. And the thing is that one was gifted to me. I liked it so much, I bought another one. I've had them for several years. I have one with foam. I have one with padded dividers. Now, the thing is the one with foam is just going to have foam in the lid. So it's going to have foam. There we go, right here. That's the foam that they're talking about. If you want the padded dividers, so you can get the padded dividers, that's going to cost you a little bit more. The padded dividers are really, really good. Maybe you can get that on a separate deal or whatever. I would just get it with the foam. That way you can throw it, stuff it. These are great for just packing bags or additional equipment. These are, for me, they have been waterproof. I've had no issues with leaving these in the rain. You can lock these with regular size, like master locks that you buy. You can put literally 4 locks on this if you needed to. And it's really durable. And I'm a big old fan of it. Normally $500. These normally sell for about $450, but you're getting 23% off a list at $398. Let's look at the Adventure Medical Kit. I just showed you that Adventure Medical Kit number 3. This is the number 7. They're having a good sell on their website. They're also selling some good stuff on Amazon. So this is a buy it now price, 15% off. Once you buy this, you can go on their website and just buy the refills. Right. So that's the actual kit right there. This yellow part. And then this is the refill kit. Once you have this, you can just go on their website and keep buying refills. This is the easiest way to keep these in stock or whatever. This is going to be good for up to 3 people for 3 days. This is basically a glorified ouchie boo boo kit. It does have some gauze and stuff in there and triangle bandages and all that other type of stuff. Let's take a look at the Leatherman Skeletool. This is the one with the partial serration. So it's $59. Let's call it $60. If you want the one that's a plain edge, I think it's $4 more, but I just get the cheapest one. It's going to be good to keep an armrest of your truck, to have a bit kit nearby. Bottle cap lifter, slotted screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, carabiner, very good tool, 7-in-1, 20% off, buy it now price. This is a great kit. If you already have let's say you have an iFixit kit or cheaper bit kit on your tool bench, and you're always taking stuff apart, maybe upgrade yourself. This is more enjoyable to use. The bits are really good, even though they're coated in gold. Some of them are in black. It has security bits in there. It has a smaller socket set with a 1/4 driver. This is a great kit to keep open all the time, just in case you need to take something apart or tighten something. Normally $106, 25% off makes this $80. Keep that on your workbench. Let's talk about Home and Hatfield. They have a crazy good sale on their website. They do have some good sales on Amazon as well. A little bit smaller than the Armada. This can hold 30 knives instead of 50. Great gift to give somebody to display the knives that they like, keep some of their dice and playing cards and pry bars and all that good stuff. Normally $284, $224 makes it 21% off. 50 people have bought this just in the last month. Finally, the Proof Wallet. On their website, you would get this cheaper right now. It would be about $84. But the headache of the website, the return process, it's a lot easier here on Amazon. But I probably will buy it on the website, get the bigger discount. But if you just want to be able to snatch it up, or This makes it easier to send it to someone else's house as a gift. You're going to get 20% off the list price of $125 for the Founder Edition. This can hold up to 25 credit cards and 20 notes like bills. Great value right here. I love this thing. As mentioned before, I'm going to keep my list up to date. So if you see anything on there, if I'm hanging around the house or I'm going to Black Friday, do shopping myself, then we'll be good to go. But first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.